Yeah, and it's an all Alabama final. They'll tell you what, Alabama has made a name for itself in the cornhole world, for sure. My man Keith Blair over there. Yeah. Good to see him back in the building.
Did you see Josh Lunsford and some of the other outside of Louisville crew back in town, which is awesome. There is an amazing phenomenon for those that are watching, and you won't notice it if you're out. I mean, you might notice it, but it won't occur to you the way that it occurs to me. But we use Score Holy, which is an opportunity to run a tournament that allows all your information to go to your phone. It's cut down a lot on the announcing overhead. It never fails once we start going from center court here that all of a sudden there's lost dogs and cars in front of
children,
kids on escalators.
Kids on escalators. There's more shouting going on over this overhead right now. Listen to this. This is unbelievable to me. It's incredible to me. It's been quiet as a mouse in here.
And it's loud.
Yeah, and I'm also going to go over there and talk to those guys about the fact that the microphone does a lot of the work.
They yell into it. No, I know.
You telling me that too?
No, I don't even know who said that. No, I would tell you there's nobody directing tournaments in this sport anywhere better than who we got under that tent right now. Ryan LaBelle and Chris Clark and April Clemens. It doesn't get any better than that. And upstairs, Whitney Garner running things up in the tailgater. Our man Brian Jones running up in the tailgater. This is going to be a week that people will continue to sing about moving into season 20.
Johnny has a bag out of play, and Darryl just wanted to just go hang out with it, man.
So what did Darryl move to? Did you say? What bags?
I have no clue what he's throwing now, but I'm sure it's a Killer Bees playing.
I would hope so.
Well, now that they all left,
I can see the bee on it.
Now that they all left to go play, maybe he said, "Well, the heck with you guys."
Yeah, man. So much for the dadgum support, man.
Right.
Oh, sorry, we got a blind draw to play.
Well, the minute that Woman Player of the Season tournament went on, our whole crowd just went up and meandered over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got them coming up here, right, afterward.
Are they playing over
So they're
here?
starting right now on center court, too, because Kim's in the big blind draw for the Worlds points. So they started early. If they get to game 3 and ours are finished, we might get game 3, but I don't think we're going to get women's over here.
No, that's a drag.
Yeah.
I want to see that match over here, but they're holding up. The problem is they're playing in multiple tournaments.
It's hard for us to get,
they're holding it up, and that's holding everybody else up.
And Johnny picks up the first 2 of this match with a 4-bagger.
All right, 2-0 to get us out to an early lead. Nobody here seems to be in any hurry.
Must be tough to have to play your doubles partner every time you turn around.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm sure these guys are back and forth, too. I told you I went to the Goat Pen Tuesday night. And in Alabama, Mark Golden built a beautiful place down there. He's calling the Goat Pen. You had Jack Harcrow, Johnny and Darryl, Tyler Goodwin, Chris, I can't remember his last name, but oh, my God, there was throwers from everywhere in that thing.
Well, you're starting to see a lot more of these dedicated buildings and facilities being built on private property now.
Absolutely.
A lot of it started, if you think about it, on the West Coast with Burnett. He's got that place that I think he's used for.
What a shot.
Way to clean up that laundry
Johnny
basket.
still got 2 out of that, but that was a good shot.
It's good stuff to clean it all up. You take another look at that one here on instant replay. Up and flush. Bang. Nicely done. Burnett's place, I believe, is also used for archery.
Yeah.
So any place you can build lanes.
Russell Tabors. He uses his for archery, too. Both his daughters shot archery.
Now, is his called? Tell me what he calls his. Is it the Corndominium?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I thought I had heard that name for it.
You go up there and play just like the Golden place, man. It is stacked field.
It is.
I go up there 3 times a year.
Well, I will tell you, I had a unique opportunity, and I'm going to tell this story a number of times over the course of the week. Had an opportunity to go. Caleb Hurt, our player of the season in singles, tied the knot with, or what's that, a 2-spot?
2-spot,
yeah, 2-spot there. Tied the knot with his now better half and the Mrs. Caleb Hurt, Adrian. And so we got an opportunity to go see the inner sanctum of their workout, where they play, the 2 lanes in their barn where they play. And we went in there and played a little crew cup. It was a lot of fun. We ended up winning, which was nice.
You
as well.
did. You won.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
look at you, man.
I was partnered up and I was throwing next to Caleb. And my number one phrase that came out of my mouth after I would throw my two was, "You can get those, can't you?"
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd go, "Yeah," and he would. But I saw something I saw something in there that horrified me, and I heard something that horrified me. But you want to talk about dedication to practice? We saw a spider walking up the wall, and Rex went to hit it with his crock, and it jumped like 5 feet. It jumped, and then we couldn't find it. So that'll keep you on your toes.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one, they were talking about their sister Gracie was standing out there one time, and she goes, "What am I standing on? It's so
Snake.
soft," and it was a copperhead.
Oh, shoot.
It wasn't just any snake. There's a double 4-bagger, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. We didn't do that.
We were remiss. Apologize for that. Yeah, copperhead. So I guess you got to figure, you got to get your practice in there, and you got to get it dialed in and get out. Women's Amber is playing on center court 1 right now because the women are still playing in one of the divisions, and they've had to stop everything in order to play this off. So if we can get what might be a game 3 out of it, we will.
Nice
Johnny
bag.
has to take this game fairly quickly before we'd be able to move that over here. So for that, we apologize, but there's also a certain amount of, if you're going to be playing in this, you shouldn't be playing in that kind of thing going on
It just comes down to,
as well.
And look at that. They've got them all bunched up. Darryl going to go up again, try to do some drop. Oh, and he does, and he picks up 2 points out of that.
All right, so right now Emma Jernigan is up 18-15 on Kim Dice.
Good job, Finn. Good job. And I didn't think Kim was warming up very good over here earlier, so you saw it as I did, man. She was all over the board warming up.
Yep.
That was a nice shot by Darryl Macon to pick up 2.
6-on-2. Emma increases her lead now 20-15. Could Emma Jernigan very quickly be our women's player of the season?
Emma Jernigan. Who would have thought? Would you have bet on Emma Jernigan before the season started? I knew she was good. Hold on. I knew she was good. Don't get me wrong. But to get to player of the season, I wouldn't have bet on
There are other
Emma.
names that I would have, to be honest,
I agree.
thought
That's what
of
I'm
in
saying.
front of her, but you can't deny the position she's in right
No.
now. So 20-15 right now in game number 1, which is a best of 3, another double 4-bagger.
There you
Cheers
go.
to you.
Always going that way.
Cheers, boy. Yeah, it does
They
seem
keep going
to
that
be.
way. I may stagger out of here.
Let's see who we got checking things out with us here.
I'm sorry, Finn. I know it drives you crazy.
You know what's weird? Every single tournament, they seems like they come in overnight and move your mouth
I think they do.
to a different part of your face.
I know that drives you crazy. That's why I said I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right. It's real, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's real. No.
I saw Joyce Brooks turning in just to tune in a minute ago, and there she is sitting across from us. How about that?
Oh, boy, and Darryl chased there, and that's going to cost him big time.
Oh, and that's 6 by Johnny, and he's only 9 points away from repeating.
And what a bag, too, because Darryl's pinched up just a little bit, but they've been playing pretty slippery around the hole. He very well could have drawn at least 1, if not 2 of those in there, but he sat him down and dropped his underneath. Good stuff. So 12-on-2, what'd you say, 9 points.
That's that chase bag that I always talk about. Yeah. Hey, I'm a very bad victim, especially where his were. I feel like I can get that bag almost every single time I play it, and I do exactly what he did, give up points. As a matter of fact, I chased it over in Tulsa when I was playing for the championship and gave up a big 10 spot.
A 10?
A 10 spot.
Oh, boy, and he
this
let Darryl what a finish.
And it's going to be 4 more for Johnny. It's going to put him at 16, and Darryl's frustrated. I can tell it.
Minimum of 4.
Yeah. There it is.
And it is. All right.
16-2.
16, 20-18 on center court 1. Emma Jernigan holds the lead in game number 1 in a best of 3 over Kim Dice right now. But Kim battling
20-18,
back.
Hey, does this look like a repeat of last game? Darryl got the first 2 points of the game.
Yep.
And Johnny rattled off 21 in a row.
21-4.
Yeah. And Johnny is dialed in, man. Darryl can't make any more mistakes. I'm telling you right now, I think there's a point right now where he can't make any mistakes.
Let me ask you, we saw the pace with which Hochgesang throws, and Darryl throws pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You tell me, you've played Johnny enough to know. Has he increased his pace? Is he a little faster?
I think he's about, I think he's about the same. I try to slow him down a little bit.
I feel like he lets it go a little faster than he used to. He's not overthinking it as much, at least today.
There we go.
There's another double four. Little Fidget. Cheers to you. I don't know. We just made that name up, Maz.
I could tell, yeah.
Sometimes
we have had some fun over the last 3 years, though. I'll tell you that.
Sometimes when you're sitting here, you got to do some things just to keep your brain clicking.
Especially when they start just throwing bag in the hole after bag in the hole.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I would tell you over the you talk about the number of years we've been watching and doing this together. Something big happened over there at Port 1. We'll
you're going to fix and see when your score changes.
Yeah, well, 27-18 became 21-18.
Emma Jernigan got the first game.
Game number 1 in a best of 3. Mm-hmm. So now what we can selfishly hope for is Kim evens it out and Johnny finishes this off, and that's all pure selfishness on our part.
There it is one more time.
Another one. But I would tell you, over the years that we have been doing this together, the pace of the seniors division overall has increased.
You see, we're not seeing
T-Bone.
T-Bone. That's what I was trying to think of the name. So they're going for game 2. But T-Bone was a deliberate player. We had some more. Dan Dicer, very deliberate. As Johnny Thomas is doing nothing but throwing bags in the hole.
Yeah.
That's all he's doing.
Yeah, it seemed to have worked well for him.
Yeah.
Darryl make the mistake or chase a mistake.
A little front block helps.
Right there, Darryl forced a mistake that he can run through now and clean up. Johnny probably could have gone for that if he wanted to with a 16-2 lead.
But you know what, Finn? You say that, but, man, I'm up 16-2. I don't want to give that man 4 points. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sliding that bag in. I'm not chasing that one. I say that as I'm sitting here, but you look at it and say, oh, my gosh, I can get this and not give him another 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think Johnny did the right thing, just sliding in there.
Yeah.
How about this name I hadn't heard in a while? Jennifer Hank Freeze used to be a mainstay on the ACO tour. We miss you, girl. John Steins, I know where he's from, over in England, man. I hope the quitting smoking thing is still going on.
All right, Kim takes an early 2-0 lead in game number 2 in the women's final, which is going on right behind us here. If we get to a game 3, we have the opportunity to put that here on the stream. We'll do it.
That might come back.
All bunched up, ready to
clean
bag.
Up.
Nicely
That's
snuck
coming.
in.
Yeah.
Johnny up and over.
And he drops one.
That's a mistake. I think this could be 5 points.
I think he shoots it for that back one. No, he doesn't.
He's up to 5 though. That's a hard pull, man. That's a hard pull.
But I think it's already sitting kind of. It's starting to get back heavy. Look like the kind of sagging on the backside. I think it's
a hard pull.
Yeah, I think it's the same logic.
He hit it right there.
The last frame though.
Yep.
Why risk it now?
Yeah.
Since he's already knows what he's given up.
Yep.
So 16-9.
I see Bob Howell sitting back there, another guy that could possibly win the seniors division this weekend, or possibly even the singles. Oh, there's a play. There's one out of play. Johnny's going to move out even farther. Nice bag by Johnny Thomas.
You mentioned Bob Howell. You know who Bob Howell will have to beat to win the King of Cornhole?
Who's that?
Bob Howell.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with that. That's a great analogy, man, because he's got all the tools, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's even got a little cut bag he's been working on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to get out of his own head. Yeah. Johnny Thomas continues to build on his lead. Doubles up Darryl Macon 18-9 here on center court. Behind us here, Kim Dice down 7-2 now in what is a best of 3, whereas Emma Jernigan has already taken game number 1, 21-18 for Women's Player of the Season.
I'm like, Maz and I just looked at each other and went, wow, and I kind of agree with that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nice bag by Johnny. Put that bag right back in play right there.
And you guys talked about, going back to the Emma Jernigan, you talked about how that wasn't the name at the beginning of the season, and you're absolutely right. But through this season, she has continuously proved she deserves to be in this conversation, and it's just fantastic to watch.
2 more for Johnny. Yep. He's going to get on that 20 number.
And that's
game. That is a game with Johnny Thomas. Player of the season, Johnny Thomas.
Congratulations. He took the king seat coming in as the number 2 seed out of a 3-person playoff, and he adds his name to the list that includes 2 Hurts, a Rao, and a Geiger.
Yeah,
right now.
absolutely.
The question becomes, who's going to add their name to that list from Center Court 1, which is happening right behind us here. Emma Jernigan now up 7-6 in Game 2 over Kim Dice. Kim Dice dropped Game 1, 21-18 to her. So we'll see if we can get Johnny over here for a moment. And then if they are able to pull over that Game 3 will be right here on Center Court if Kim is able to pull that out over Emma. And that'll be a nice way to wrap things up here on Center Court.
He's getting mobbed by the Alabama boys, absolutely.
Sure
There's one thing about the Alabama people. They stick together, dude. I'm going to tell you right now.
That's 'cause
and
they're so
outsiders
sweaty.
like me don't get along with them when I went down like to the place the other day, the Goat Pen.
The Goat Pen.
Yeah, that's a
Absolutely.
great name, is it
It
not,
is.
man?
It is.
All right, so let's pretend like he's a just married car and strap some cans on
Come
it.
on around.
Well, let's see. We'll keep an eye on this score over here. Kim Dice is now
Yeah.
out to 8-7 in game number 2. And here he is.
Again, imagine
Now,
that.
Again.
I say POS stands for Player of the Season. He says it stands for something else. Congratulations.
I don't even know what he wants to think.
Well, you'll figure it out, and it ain't point of sale. I'll tell you that much. Let me give you that right there. That's much more comfortable.
Absolutely.
All right, so this guy, you find yourself in the king seat. You stayed a little bit warm. You had a really good run. I mean, you seem like you found your groove.
I did, but I'm going to say this. Darryl has taken me to the woodshed in the last 3 or 4 months, and it was a lot to get ready for. I tried to change my bag from the down angle to a little flatter bag, and it really didn't help me this year. Really put me in a down spurt, but then Darryl come on, and he's been throwing so lights out. And then when Mick goes and gets the number 1 seed, I'm like, really? I'm going to have to start off with Darryl. So it was tough, but I had to stay – I tried to stay focused because, dude, Darryl's been throwing lights out, and Mick, I already know what Mick throws, right?
Yeah.
And but they both great players, and at the same time, it was just it was really a battle for me to get by Darryl at the beginning, and I just tried to stay focused.
Well, we did notice a lot of risk versus reward shot making. You guys seen when you were going east to west from our vantage point, a lot of double 4-baggers, but dirty down this way.
Yeah. I guess what arm you comfortable with, So it's like you got, but there again, it's just we got 2 different. You got 2 great players that you're trying to compete
2 different
against.
styles too.
Yes,
And I'll tell you what, you seem to have adjusted your game a little bit from yesterday when you started out on fire yesterday, right? so what?
If you want to say yesterday was on fire,
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. But look, you have made some adjustments from it. Evidently, you started out bad. What did you actually go do and to make the adjustment to come out? You threw almost an 11 the first game. I don't know if you knew that. It was 10.68, something like that. Almost an 11. I'll call that. But, I mean, what have you done to adjust that as your man, the other GOAT right
Mr.
there?
Scott Burge. I appreciate you, Scott. Everything you've done for us. But otherwise, no, it's just one of those things that once you start off like I did yesterday, it was really depressing. And then you get – but I will say this. The people who beat me, Philip, threw very well to beat me. So, I mean, but at the same time, it was just one of those things. It's like you don't know how you started, and it's like, man, how am I going to get back and regroup? And I went 0-4 and then won 6 straight, and it sort of just gave me some momentum, and it gave me some confidence, actually. Not momentum, confidence. And and actually, everybody knows this part of the game is confidence.
Yeah.
And my wife said, how do you feel? I'm like, I think I'm going to be good. She goes, and she's always on me, and it's like, I'm going to be fine, okay. Just, and then after I won, I got over there and tried, and people's trying to talk to you, and I'm just trying to stay focused.
Yep.
So,
well, I'll tell you what, focus was the name of the game in every game that we watched. It continues with the women's player of the season right behind us now. They're doing a best 2 out of 3. Emma Jernigan took game 1. Kim Dice is trying to fight back to get to a rubber match take here.
Those are 2 good throwers, very good throwers.
Well,
and whoever battles against them, actually Kim was one that I had to battle with to get a first win yesterday, and it was just comfort to get
she was
it.
playing
but
well, too.
She threw really well, so it's one of those. But I do want to thank Ben with Killer Bees. Hey, these have been a great bags, and I appreciate everything you've done for us, Ben, with me and Darryl, and we both were throwing it tonight, and hey, they're great bags. All I can tell anybody, they're great bags, and Ben's been great for us.
Great bags thrown by great players in a great space. Congratulations!
Well, thank you, I appreciate it.
How about that?
And I want to thank my 2 people that was throwing against me too, because they're
Yes,
great. Not only great players, they're great individuals. So.
Anybody could have won that. Everybody knows that.
Absolutely.
But you stepped out and you threw really well today.
Well, I appreciate
I hope you
it.
forget how you do it tomorrow, but that's other than that right now.
Well, on behalf of Maz and on Phil and me, all 3 of us at one point just looked at each other after some of that shot making and just mouthed the word. Wow. Congratulations, man. How about that? Our player of the season for seniors now adds his name to a list that includes Caleb Hurd for singles. And how about Isaac Hurd for juniors? You got Maggie Geiger and Wayne Rao in co-ed, and now we're about to find out, is Emma Jernigan going to hold on and take the best 2 out of 3 from Kim Dice, but Johnny Thomas?
Hey, I will say this. I like both of them, but, hey, I love Bama.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, man.
So,
hey, I know
so Alabama, I'm really pulling for Alabama, but like they're both great individuals.
Hey, one last thing, you do have a great support system in your wife. She's always here supporting you. I know you gave her a shout out a minute ago, but she is just one fine, sweet lady. I don't know how she ended up with you, but anyway, she is one fine, sweet lady, and she is a very good support system for this man right here.
I totally agree, and I appreciate everything she's done for me and actually puts up with.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I thought I put it that way, but
It is official. Johnny Thomas is a POS.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, let's keep an eye on things.
So
What's
much.
going on? Emma Jernigan's still up now. She's up 17-11 on Kim Dice. Will they get to a game 3? Will that game 3 be here on center court? We'll find out here in just a moment. Go celebrate your victory.
I
feel like Forrest Gump, Alabama. That's all we keep hearing about these first couple days.
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate everything.
All right, be good. Johnny Thomas takes player of the season for seniors, and it was a hard-fought battle. How about Mike Hochgesang, and how about, boy, I'll tell you something, Darryl Macon.